Hello, my friend. Today I wanna talk with you how you can create viral content. I can share from my experience all methods that I use to get this content. You can see that English is only my third language. I speak Russian and Ukrainian. By the way, I have my YouTube channel that works well. I have a lot of subscribers, million views there. But I decided to extend my services to English-speaking countries, and today I get a lot of views from my posts on LinkedIn. I want to share my insights how I get this engagement. So watch this video till the end and you will know exactly what you need to do. The first thing where you need to start is to choose social media where you enjoy your time, where you love spending your time. I know that many marketing books proclaim you need to analyze your competitors and choose where your audience is or your customers and create content for this social media. But if you don't like it, for example, most marketers are on Twitter, but I like more LinkedIn. I love spending time on LinkedIn. That's why I decided to take this approach. By the way, today we have high engagement on LinkedIn, much better than on many other social media. Probably TikTok has higher engagement than LinkedIn because accounts with 0 followers can get million views. It's a lot, but on LinkedIn you can get high engagement as well, much higher than on Facebook or Instagram. I like this experience to create content for LinkedIn. If you like Twitter, then use Twitter. If you like Pinterest, you can cover this social media, but choose social media where you enjoy your time, because believe me, customers are everywhere. It doesn't matter what type of social media do you use, and I often see when businesses burn out or give up to get engagement on target social media because they have no experience with that. They dislike creating content, and today patience is key. If you love creating content, if you enjoy it this time, it doesn't matter for you when you get first engagement or high engagement. Is better to enjoy your time first. The second thing, choose your live format. For example, if you use LinkedIn, you can post video, live streams, or text-based content, or articles. It's up to you, but choose your live format. For example, when I started to promote my LinkedIn account, I read many guides about LinkedIn marketing, and many of them proclaim that you can get high engagement with video content, with live streams, but it doesn't mean that you need to use these formats if you dislike them as well. For example, if you like writing, then write your posts. You can get high engagement. If you love filming, many influencers get high engagement with video content. For example, I use polls. I ask people about their insights and get high engagement, followers because of that. And some of my polls get a lot of views, a few 100,000 views, and why not to get this engagement and results. The first thing what you need to do to engage others, I can explain why. For example, when you create content, you need to invite people, welcome them to your content, and the best way to comment on other posts. Find influencers in your niche, find some people who post content creators, and comment on their posts. Don't submit such comments, thanks, great content. It doesn't matter. What you need to do to provide additional value. For example, I usually write comments by using text, SEO, or digital marketing or marketing, and submit my comments. I also use Feed and come there and comment on other posts. When people are reading posts, they can open your account and follow you if you provide additional value. That's why what you need to do to engage with other posts. The next step, when you comment a lot, by the way, I remember when someone told me it doesn't work because he submitted 100 comments, but you can't get experience from 100 comments. It's better to write 100 comments a day, and you can get the first insights after posting or commenting 1,000 times, more than 1,000 times. Just be consistent in this way and go ahead. Okay, when you engage with others, the next step is to be consistent. Many coaches proclaim you need to create only high quality content. Of course, it works for Google, but not for LinkedIn or any other social media. It's better to be consistent because nobody knows what works for you. What you need to do to post as maximum as possible. For example, I post 10 times a day. If I have time, I will post 15 times a day. But of course, it's a lack of time. Just post as maximum as possible. Share value and use different formats, test them. And when you post a lot, you can find what works for you, which post will bring more engagement. For example, sometimes I'm feeling that I was created some art of peace, but to get only a few hundred views. But when you post something generic, nothing special, but with consistency, you can get a few hundred thousand views because of consistency. You can find what works for you. The next step is to optimize your profile. Use high quality pictures, and most profiles are selfish. They don't provide additional value. Don't tell people why they need to follow you. For example, you can open my profile. You can see that I share how I can help and support others. Don't write that you're guru in your niche. Just share your main occupation. Be straightforward and provide how you can handle the process for others. Okay, and the next step is to find ideas. For example, I usually read a lot of blog posts, and bloggers provide many ideas every single day. I have no time to consume all these ideas. That's why I usually take the best and post on my LinkedIn. You can use the same approach. Just subscribe to many blogs. I use feedly.com. You can use Google Discovery or any other channels and find some new interesting ideas. Bloggers have no time to repost their ideas on all social media. That's why you can take these ideas and repost in your social media account. For example, I usually combine with my experience, take their ideas. Sometimes I can attribute to the offers and get high engagement on LinkedIn. The next step to understand that your customers have no buying mood. For example, if someone opens social media, they don't want to buy. If they are looking for some keywords on Google, yeah, they have this in them. But on LinkedIn or Facebook, people are not looking for buying any products. That's why you need to change their mood. How you can do it? Just provide how you or share some gifts, or provide freemium, extended premium, or anything else. Just give them that they can use your products, or just share additional value. When the time will come, people will buy from you. And the last thing, test. Just test as maximum as possible, and you can learn from your testing. Think how you can do much better job, because many accounts give up earlier. They don't learn insights, they don't think how they can improve it. And you can see that even with my Russian pronunciation, I can get high engagement on LinkedIn. Just choose live in social media, post as maximum as possible, engage with others, optimize your profile, find ideas on by reading blogs, and help and support others. Okay guys, let me know what you think, comment below, ask me any questions in the comment section, I will reply to all of them, and see you next time. Cheers!